Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we got some news about the DCU new slate of whatever DC's plan is. It was officially announced today into January. There's a lot of things for this first segment. It's called Chapter 1, Gods and Monsters. And I was excited for the Superman project in particular. I'm still not. But mostly because I got some information about it. It says that it's going to be written by James Gunn, and it's going to feature Superman in balancing his Kryptonian heritage and human upbringing. Sounds like an origin to me. Sounds similar to the Batman, but if they're going with the younger Superman, I don't think that's gonna work, because what can you really do with the young Superman? You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Smallville. Smallville did that young Superman starting off in Smallville thing, learning the ropes, learning to balance his powers and with his everyday life. Yeah, that was done already. So I'm like, Superman's been around since the 1930s. There's been a Superman for every generation. Chris Reeves was 70s and 80s. Tom Welling in the 2000s for Smallville. Brendan Routh in like 2005. Now we got Tyler Hoechlin on, Tyler Hoechlin on TV in Superman and Lois. And guess what? He's a grown-ass adult. Imagine that. No origins, no... Look, Pocket, I can fly.
Simulation activated.
I'm so sick and tired of origin stories, I really am. Doesn't matter how they word it, it's an origin. If he's inexperienced, he's only been around for a couple of years or whatever, it's an origin. It's a different way of doing it, but it's an origin. And then this character's been around for like almost 80 years. Who the hell doesn't know Superman is by now? Supposedly this is going to be the way this new DCU launches with a new Superman film called Superman Legacy. It's coming out in 2025. There's talk about young Clark Kent learning the ropes, how to young reporter and all this other nonsense. I'm like, why? One of the best things about the original Chris Reeve film, you don't see him learn how to control his powers. He already has them. One of the first things he does is show you that he has powers. He punts a football into space. There were a couple of things announced. Superman Superman probably being my least anticipated out of all of them. Like, just don't care. Do not care about another origin story for Superman again. So there was a couple of things announced. Lanterns, live-action Green Lantern TV series, True Detective style, featuring Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart. It's probably my most anticipated besides The Batman, which also has a title called The Batman Part 2, also out in 2025.
I'm bored.
Simulation activated.
I'm looking forward to that. The Batman in particular. Yeah, the new DC Lounge just doesn't. Nothing really screams at me like, gets me like, oh my gosh, I can't wait for this. It's more like, eh. It's pretty much what I expected. Which is pretty much nothing. Because this guy likes to do all these wacky unknown characters and stuff.
Hey, what are you looking at?
Like Booster Gold, Blue Beetle, the Authority, wherever the hell they are. Yeah, this is what they got rid of Cavill for real? So we have some young ass inexperienced Superman again.
She's here! You're all mine, freak!
Seriously, playing Gotham Knights now.
Yep, he's beat up all right. Yeah, but it's nobody.
So I've been wanting to see Jon Stewart Green Lantern for a long time. I think it's about freaking time we got him in live action or any medium. There was a Green Lantern animated series a while back. It was pretty good. A little messy. Didn't really have that much structure. I think the problem I'm already having with this is that talking about this is all going to be interconnected. I think comics overall work better when sometimes when they're standalone projects. You can have it linked and all that, but like I draw the line at video games. Like I do not play games so I can be reminded of what's going on in the movies. Like leave the movies separate from the games, please. Games based on movies are never good because there's so much limited space to work with, and there's not much flexibility. At least if like Gotham Knights based on the comic book history, there's more flexibility. You can do more things with the characters. If it's just based on whatever we're doing in the movies, so I don't think that's gonna go well as well, because gamers are kind of a smaller community than people that go to movies. I mean, games have definitely blown up over the years, especially with Last of Us being incredibly successful, despite its problems that it has. So that would be like, that's where I'm kind of conflicted. I'm like, yeah, I don't need
I'm gonna check on this guy.
games based on these movies, whatever they wind up being. Especially this dopey Superman project about a inexperienced Superman again. Like, yeah, no thanks.
I ain't letting her kick my ass.
So those are my two most anticipated: Green Lantern and the Batman Part 2. I don't care about this Superman project, I really don't. And also talk about Supergirl movie. I'm like, a little early for Supergirl. This is what I'm talking about. But just jumping around and all this other stuff without establishing anything. Why don't you make a Superman film first and then announce a Supergirl show or something? Because the last time Supergirl was on film was in the 1980s. I don't think it went pretty well. So I think they need to be careful with that. I would say the same thing with someone like character like Robin. Like, that's why I like Titan so much. Because the last time Robin was on the big screen was the 1990s with Chris O'Donnell. At least in Titans, you take the character seriously, which has never really happened. Because the Robin most people know is Burt Ward from the 60s series. I grew up in the 90s, so Chris O'Donnell was my Robin, as well as the animated series, but again, I think Robin can work in the Matt Reeves world, but from what I'm hearing about this new Batman project, or even The Bold or something, it's gonna feature Damian Wayne as Robin, and I never liked Damian Wayne, so again, it's another project I really don't give a damn about. I just don't care. It's kind of underwhelming. Just, eh.
Is everybody okay? This area's clear. Keep calm, all of you. We'll be fine. Hey, what happened?
Another announcement was a Wonder Woman project without Wonder Woman. Sounds like that dopey show Gotham. It's going to be about Themyscira before Wonder Woman, I guess. I guess people care about Themyscira now. Sounds ridiculous. Other characters like Swamp Thing getting a movie for some reason. Booster Gold getting the film for some reason. Don't understand that. Or maybe it's a TV show. I don't remember. So that's nothing like for me that can save the Superman project if it features Brainiac. Guys never got that with Henry Cavill Superman. Didn't get anything with his Superman, honestly. What do I think about it? He was killed off like in his second appearance and brought back in that crappy Justice League movie. Or that wasn't really JL at all. Then they kind of made me scratch my head a lot with that JL film. Was there was like no heroes in that world, like none. Freaking old ass Batman, psychopath going after a guy who could fry him with his eyes. Apparently Joker killed Robin, killed Dick Grayson Robin, but Joker's still alive. Never understood that.
There she is.
Yeah, some things were messy, sure. I'm not saying it was. I'm not saying that Snyderverse, whatever you want to call it, was flawless. But I think that there was room for improvements that could have been made, given better writing. But so far, I'm not really impressed with this new slate, whatever you want to call it. Just not impressed, like, at all. It's like, eh. Outside of the Batman Part 2 and the Green Lantern TV series, and I'm like, can we please put the lanterns in space, please? Like, that was always the problem with whenever people would do Green Lantern. They never put him in space. Like, he's a space cop. Literally a space cop. Put him in space. It's like those stupid Thor movies. He's always on Earth. Put him in space. He's freaking God of Thunder. Have something going on where he's not on Earth. Crying out loud. I'm not talking about Ragnarok or whatever. That doesn't count. Never saw it. Never will. But, I mean, there was a Jon Stewart Green Lantern animated film. It was pretty good. I mean, just adapt that. Simple. I mean, it's called Lantern, so there's probably going to be more than just John and Hal. I mean, there's a billion lanterns. There's four lanterns that guard Sector 2184, which is Earth. Kyle Rayner, Jon Stewart, Hal Jordan, and Guy Gardner. It's like, pick one. So we're getting Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan. I'm more excited to see Jon Stewart in live action, because people always adapt Hal Jordan for some reason. I never understood why. He's probably the most boring character in DC Comics, honestly. At least Jon Stewart has a background of being a soldier and all that. So you can work around with that. I don't need him to have origins in this show. Origin is simple. A magic ring finds them, and they get power. That's it.
Simulation activated.
Literally tell that in like a couple of panels.
I can just tell.
The same with Superman. Superman's origin has always been the same. It hasn't changed. It's been the same since the 1930s. So I don't understand this. We gotta make him young and those other crap. Like, why? Why? Why can't we just have a grown-ass Superman doing Superman stuff? He's gotta learn how to be a reporter in the real world. Like, does he? I'm confused. These are like comic book characters. There's nothing real about them. Calling them gods and monsters, but
Not one bit.
like a Wonder Woman show without Wonder Woman. Yeah, that sounds insanely boring. Hey guys, you want a Wonder Woman? I mean, you couldn't get a Wonder Woman show. Can we get a Wonder Woman show, please? If you're gonna really launch this universe, who the hell cares what they do on Themyscira without Wonder Woman? Who cares, man? This is what I'm talking about. This is gonna be another mess. I've been saying it. Nothing's gonna be any different. Just a different people in charge. It's gonna be the same nonsense.
Simulation complete.
It was like the new Batman project. It's gonna feature Damian Wayne and Batman on a father-son type story or something. I'm like, eh. I've never liked Damian Wayne as Robin, so I don't really care about
hear me, Bruce? Oh, don't act all surprised, Bats. You knew this was going to happen soon. New Batman. A better Batman. A darker, more... Well, we can come back to this later. First, we agree on some priorities. Sure, you've saved the city by reducing the blast. Oh, Bats, I missed you. All the subtlety and nuance of a napalm enema.
It's like, it just seems like a very strange way to launch this new DC universe, or whatever you want to call it. It's like, I'm kind of underwhelmed. I really am. I mean, James Gunn said that he's writing the new Superman film. I was like, I don't know if that's good or bad, honestly. It's like, we've had Snyder writing and directing the other films, and those turned out to be a friggin' mess.
Alfred.
Oh, thank God. When the explosion... I thought you might be...
It's okay, Alfred. I managed to reduce the blast radius and prevented the toxin from spreading into the city.
But what about Scarecrow? Or this Arkham Knight character? They've got tanks, missiles. Their forces are all over Gotham.
Crane got away. I was exposed to his toxin.
Good Lord, are you all right? Remember what happened at the asylum?
It's okay. I had a bad reaction. But it's over now.
I've really got to hand it to Scarecrow. I've never been a fan of his concoctions up till now, but this batch, it's intoxicating. It really brings out the me in you.
Sir, did you hear what I said? Commissioner Gordon has been trying to contact you.
Thanks, Alfred. Jim.
You got out. See, I said you wouldn't let me down.
I need to speak to you.
Sure. What is it?
Meet me outside GCPD prisoner detention. I'm heading there now.
I'm excited to see this Green Lantern show.
Alfred,
I think,
analyze the militia forces, troop deployments, equipment, movements. I want to know exactly what I'm up against.
I'll perform a full analysis of the occupying forces and report back shortly, sir.
I think it has the most potential to be interesting.
You might fool everyone else, but you can't fool me. There's something different about you. You're afraid. You've always buried your fears. Locked them away deep in your subconscious. But something is gnawing away in the darkness of your mind, isn't it? Something even you can't control. Cracks are forming as it pushes its way to the surface. Oh, taste it.
Lost the Rattler! No, I don't think I've ever killed a firefighter before. Damn you, Batman!
I think it has the most potential to be an unexpected success. Because the last time Green Lantern was on film was that awful Green Lantern movie with Ryan Reynolds. So, those we can wipe that from our memories. It's crazy because Green Lantern has one of the probably the easiest origin story of all DC Comics characters, even easier than Batman or Superman. And yet every time he's on the screen, he's made into a joke. So, considering how powerful he is, whenever the next JL film is out, I mean, he better be on the lineup. He better have more than one, too. He better not be Hal Jordan, so.
I can't wait to see the look on his face when you tell him his daughter's been kidnapped. And it's all your fault. This is going to be classic.
I've got to go. Batman's here. What's wrong?
Jim,
Come on, you're scaring me.
it's Barbara. She's been taken.
No. I spoke to her. She said she got out. She left hours ago.
Stay calm. We'll get her back.
Which one? Who's got my little girl?
Scarecrow. They took her from the clock tower.
All right, we need to go. There could be a clue, something that will lead us to her.
I'll follow. Stay in contact.
You've got to tell him it's your fault at some point, Bats. And the great thing is, I'll be standing right there when you do.
Jim, I need you to stay focused. It's dangerous out there. Drive slow and let me deal with any trouble.
Why did I let this happen?
There's no way you could have predicted this, Jim.
It's my job to predict it as a cop and a father. The whole thing's gone down on my watch. Up ahead, we got company. Who are they?
Militia, I'll handle it.
Pursuing forces, this is Arkham Knight. Your priority is to apprehend Commissioner Gordon. I say again, your priority is to apprehend the Commissioner. I want him alive. Let nothing stand in your way. Fire! Fire!
You're falling back. Stay on me. Open fire! Get them off me. You got him. One more left, Batman. Take this bastard out.
That's it. That's the last of them. We're clear.
It's too dangerous, Jim. Get in the Batmobile. I'll take us to the clock tower.
Just get us there in one piece, Batman. We're running out of time.
Sir, before you head to the clock tower, I thought you may like to hear the analysis of the Arkham Knight's forces you requested.
What have you got, Alfred?
I've set the Bat computer to analyze militia presence across the 3 islands and provide you with a real-time representation of the occupation strength in each zone. As you can see, with a substantial drone ground force controlling the roads. Founders Island is the militia stronghold, protected by long-range radars and a missile launcher. I'd recommend keeping the Batmobile away from there for the time being. The remaining drone forces on Bleak Island have been redeployed to protect the clock tower, so expect significant resistance.
Thanks, Alfred. I'm heading there now.
See, I still think there was some salvageable material.
Sergeant! Yes, sir? The extraction squad's down. Take control of the clock tower drones. He's coming. Switching to manual control. I'll stop him, sir.
I think there's still salvageable material from the former DC universe. I mean, I think they're keeping Shazam going for some reason. I'm like, okay. this is where it gets kind of strange because you can keep Shazam, but you gotta recast young ass Superman.
Control, Sergeant. The movement on that thing, it's difficult to get a lock.
Tell you, man, if I gotta, the way as fast as movies come out on home video now, I don't have to watch any of these in the theaters, so. The Batman I'll probably see like 10 times in theaters because I love the first one, so.
Batman took out a drone. Make him pay.
My Superman film, whatever it's called, Legacy or whatever. I'm content to just wait for it to drop on HBO so I can just watch it for free and then laugh about it later. I'm just not into origin stories anymore. I'm so sick of it. These characters have been around for longer than I've been alive. Shouldn't still be doing origin stories. It's ridiculous. It's not an origin. It's gonna be young, inexperienced Clark Kent being a cub reporter, learning about his Kryptonian heritage, balancing his regular life. It's an origin. It's exactly what Smallville did for 10 seasons. It's an origin. Doesn't matter how you word it. It's a bloody origin. Again. Because in the 21st century, we're not past doing that type of stuff with these characters yet. Amazing.
Troops all over the clock tower, Jim. You'll be safe in the Batmobile. I'll let you know when the area is secure.
I'm not just sitting here when you go after those bastards.
Yes, you are, Jim. Barbara wouldn't want you to get yourself killed. I'll be in touch the minute I'm done.
The second. You guys okay? See anything? Report! I don't see him. See, freaking cloaked! I can't get eyes on target. Okay, just hold it together. We can...
You know, like, you can say, oh, what about the general audience? If people don't know who Superman is by now, I can't help you. Every generation has a Superman. Every generation has a Batman. Those that grew up in the 60s, Adam West. 90s for me, Kevin Conroy. Keaton from the late 80s. Val Kilmer was pretty good. And Pattinson is probably at the top of my list, outside right next to Vale and Keaton, honestly. So, there's no excuse to not avoid Origins at this point because it's not necessary. Like I was saying, like, the only way this movie can save is can get my attention is if it features Brainiac. That can make sense with a young, quote unquote, young Superman. Making him young is, again, stupid because he's a Kryptonian. He doesn't age like people do. So he'll still be older than everybody. So I'm like, what's the point?
Any sign of the bat? Nope. Maybe the tank's got him. Let's hope so. I'm telling you, he ain't gonna show. 50 bucks says he's up there. He's not up there! Watch out! You know, I just walked right in. I guess she thought she was safe. Was it really him? boss, the commissioner's daughter. You guys okay? You see anything? Nothing! Me neither. Same here. Okay, don't fall asleep. He's here somewhere.
So I don't think the average person's going to be honest about this, because people just like to eat up the newest piece of news. Say, oh, this is great, it's going to be great, you guys are just crying or whatever. It's like, I don't know if there's really that much to be excited about, honestly.
If he comes back, we gotta be ready. Oh, I'm ready. Gonna fill that freak with lead.
And for me, outside of the Green Lantern series, still kind of like on the opposite side of the fence from most people. Online, I can only imagine.
You think he's gone? No, he's just biding his time. Keep your eyes open. He's using some kind of smoke grenade. What the hell was that? What? He's using smoke. Let's see if he's okay. Ah! Where is he? Keep looking.
So I would have really liked to have seen Ben Affleck's Batman versus Deathstroke, because Joe Manganiello looks exactly like freaking Slade Wilson from the comics, and Ben Affleck's Batman, unlike whatever they're doing with the new one, has been around for a while. This is no like attack on Pattinson's Batman or wherever the new one is, but this is Ben Affleck's Batman was an experienced fighter. The way he fights, especially in that warehouse scene, was like, that's the type of Batman I've been wanting to see for years. Before then, we've always had these like armored suits or whatever, and the actor can never move around. Like, I know some Lanterns I want to see. I want to see Kyle Rayner at some point. I want to see Kilowog. I want to see Sinestro develop properly. Maybe he's already Sinestro and the part of the Yellow Lantern Corps. Like, I don't need origins. Just jump into it. Get to the point. Like, this is why I like Titans so much, because they didn't have to explain anything. Just get right into it, because the people watching the show know the damn comics. It's like Swamp Thing, Booster Gold. You don't have to waste so much time explaining who they are. Once those are on TV, but if they're going to be movies, it's going to be a waste. Same with Supergirl. If Supergirl is not coming out after Superman, or whatever that is, ends up being, it's going to be a waste. As the last time Supergirl was on the big screen was Helen Slater in 1980 something. Was not a good film. Never saw it, but no one talks about it, so that's just all the sign you really need, and it wasn't good. She doesn't work without her cousin anyway, so If you want to spin her off from a Superman series, Superman film, or like the way the new Superman on TV was spun off from the Supergirl series, but Superman already existed in that world. But if you're introducing a new Superman, you can't have Supergirl for him. Doesn't make any sense. So, I'm not saying they're gonna jumble it up or whatever, but
Jim, the area is secure. Meet me in the clock tower.
I'm impressed. But your tricks don't stay new for long, Batman.
because that means we're gonna have another Joker, another Jim Gordon. More of the same freaking character we've seen a zillion times. Say they're going to use this Batman film to introduce the Bat family, which is not a bad idea. I can get behind that, but yeah. Might still be a little sour with some of my favorite shows being canceled.
Candygram! Oh, don't pass out just yet. Come on. Show a little spine. Just wait till your father gets home. He's going to be furious about all this mess.
Like, again, I don't need everything to be linked. I think DC in particular works better with standalone stories. Like, I don't need Superman in the Batman film. I don't need Batman in the Superman film. Which is where they went wrong before, because they did it way too early. And like, crossovers in DC work once in a while, but I don't know, I kind of wish the Themyscira Project was a Wonder Woman TV show. If they really want to get people behind this new DC universe, introduce the Trinity, and then go from there. Who cares about Themyscira before Wonder Woman? What could they possibly do with a show like that? I can't think of anything. Where they're going to show us how Zeus met. Who's his wife in the Hera or something? I don't know. I'm like, yeah, it sounds about as interesting as Gotham was, and that show sucked. Little teeny weeny Batman, little teeny weeny Bruce Wayne, and running around Gotham City. All his villains showing up before he's Batman. Stupid. So yeah, I'm just like, meh. Outside of the Green Lantern project, and I haven't seen anything that really gets me like, oh my gosh, I can't wait for 2025. Outside of the Batman Part 2? Yeah. So yeah, I'm just not mad or sad, I'm just underwhelmed. Best way to say it.